E aí, pessoal, hoje vamos continuar nossa história. Agora vamos para o capítulo 2, onde iremos para Darkwater, onde Percy investigará o assassinato da família Hawkins. Devemos prestar atenção em tudo aqui. Finalmente o terror começa.
Almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Tá certo. Agora temos liberdade para poder andar no jogo. Vamos dar uma olhadinha no barco, ver se tem alguma coisa lá interessante. Não, moveram um barco. Bem-vindo a Darkwater. Conversar com um pouco primeiro.
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the
Foi que
water,
matou
you shysters. You're
essa
crazy.
baleia.
They're cops. They can't understand.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now,
Nossa, que
please,
conselho.
allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Massa,
You're not
acabou a
saying-
conversa.
Oh yeah. It's a sign.
Não posso passar por ali ainda. Tem uma galera aqui.
Hey, you'll get us into trouble.
You're already in trouble.
Come on, can't we sort this out?
There's nothing for you here either.
There's
Beat it.
nothing to sort out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
Mas o povo não quer conversa também. Não posso ir pra lá. Aí vamos pro bar. Ah, danado. Querendo cantar de galo com a gente.
Hey, be careful.
Isso aí. Chamei a atenção de alguém.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Posso usar de eloquência, jogar uma lábia. Ou posso tentar intimidá-lo. Ou só me desculpar ou não exagerar. Vamos usar de argumento.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well. Which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
Já que falamos de bebida,
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
uma dosezinha.
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
Mais uma vez, nosso destino foi alterado.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Caso aquele jornal ali atrás é referido à lei seca. Por isso ele perguntou.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Ainda tenho perguntas.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Você vai se sentir melhor.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Quem é esse médico?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Obtemos todas as informações dele.
That'll be all for now.
Certo, vamos dar uma olhada aqui no bar. Mulher intimidadora. Galera cantando. Vamos logo pra essa galera que tá cantando aqui.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Eles falaram de jornal. Traz isso aqui, deve ser esse.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Ó, esse carinha aqui é interessante. Ele praticamente conta a história do que vai passar com a gente.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Ele só vai ficar delirando. Nada.
And then he said,
Trocado.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Bom, sem conversa.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
you have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
A galera ainda tá ali. Aquela galera ainda tá aqui. Vamos resta falar com o capitão agora. Mas antes vamos vasculhar a casa toda.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat. Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
E achamos o banheiro. Eca, vai ter um rato morto aqui. Achei o rato borrachudo. E a porta que abre para os dois lados.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. A Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Certo. Achamos mais um livro. Então, estamos com... Ainda estamos no nível inicial de medicina, mas se eu encontrar mais livros, eu vou para o nível 2. Como não encontramos nada ainda relacionado ao ocultismo, ainda não está aumentando. Estou errando o caminho. Desaprendi a andar em linha reta.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Nada atrás. Papel inútil.
What a macabre souvenir.
Perna de pau. Na época de Glória Davis. Já olhamos tudo que a gente
I
podia
brought
olhar.
out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Fecha a porta, somos educados.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Certo. Que é missão, que é missão. Mas aqui é que eu já tenho, por causa dos papéis que eu consegui com ele, posso fazer perguntas mais específicas.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Eu não tenho ainda continuando a pesquisa. Conseguimos.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of
sempre
our
vai ser mais
island.
útil.
Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Seu Darkwater.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Sim, estou.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Ali onde está aquele
Understood.
guarda no portão.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Posso mentir. Resposta desbloqueada. Ou posso usar minhas perícias.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Certo, já
I
temos
shall
todas
be
as
on my way.
informações.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Pronto, já tenho passagem por ali. E essa galera tá saindo também. A porta do bar tá aberta. O carinha que me barrou da outra vez.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Certo.
You can't understand.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiot!
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Ixi.
Something real bad.
Olha, foi devorada.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Eloquência.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Acabou a conversa. Então, existem duas maneiras de eu entrar nesse galpão aqui. A primeira é passando por eles. E a segunda maneira é por aquele corredor. Por esse corredor aqui. Dentro de um galpão. Vou tentar mostrar as duas maneiras. Se for possível.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Massa.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Eles falaram de uma estátua. Sei que no início parece meio chato, mas na verdade as insanidades só vão começar um pouco mais na frente. Como somos detetives, ainda estamos na fase de pesquisa. Se eu arrombar essa porta aqui, vou ter problema mais na frente, então não vou mexer nela. Essa estátua que eles falaram. Tem uma escrita aqui empichada nela.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Bicho estranho. Aqui eu não pulo. Não quer conversa. Antes disso, eu vou no bar. Já que aqueles dois entraram no bar e dois estão ali conversando.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. I told you to beat it.
Ainda não quer conversa, tá massa. Fecha aqui a porta. Somos educados. Pô, vem que eu não gosto de conversar.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
You could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even. And don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot.
And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Certo. Já obtemos todas as informações necessárias. Vamos tentar passar por aqui.
You could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Well, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Eu posso passar por aqui. Cadeado, tentar. Ou posso mentir.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Droga, não vou conseguir passar por
What's
eles.
with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you. Go die of thirst.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Cap, she's your boss.
What?
You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Não consegui passar por eles.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
O outro caminho possível é pelo
Oh, yeah.
pelo galpão abandonado à esquerda.
I told you to beat it.
Ela não vai deixar eu passar.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
E o cachorro tá latindo. Então, aqui já é a nossa perícia de procurar a visão.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Procurar peças aqui para mover essa grade.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Aqui.
An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order. I could use this old winch to lift.
Ela só irá aparecer se eu mexer na manivela.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Se eu tivesse conseguido mentir para aqueles dois, essa passagem aqui iria estar liberada. Não tem como substituir as engrenagens.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Eu não vou dizer nada, vou ficar na minha.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Certo. Vamos
You
na mão na
asked for
briga.
it. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I'm getting careless.
Cachorro latindo.
I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Só um instante. Vou conversar com ela então. Eles me deixaram ali.
What's with you wandering?
We saw you. Go die of thirst.
É, não mudou nada.
I bid you... If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Nem abre mais. É, por aqui eu não passo.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
Mentir? Fala a verdade.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Mas é claro.
I'm very serious. A whole family died in a fire. And I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Não tenho escolha.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shyster!
You didn't tell me that the...
Because it's owner, and I don't. Now, please.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Eu vou na frente.
We saw this guy poking around here. Oh. Okay.
Be a gentleman and move that for me. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ela me trancou aqui. Se eu tivesse conseguido passar pelo outro caminho, eu estaria entrando
What is the
mais
connection
ou
between
menos
this place
por
and the
aqui.
Sarah Hawkins case?
Então, agora está na hora de a gente usar nossos poderes de reconstituição de cena do crime. Não usa lanterna.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers? It smells as bad as it looks. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? What happened here?
O cara sabe até com que mão ele socou o espelho.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Certo, já reconstruímos toda a cena de crime. Então já obtemos todas as informações possíveis daqui. Temos tudo que precisamos.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You sent your men away. Bad idea. I see only one overweight police officer and one hardened veteran.
How dare you? I am a representative of the law.
Tô vendo.
Relax. Look what I found. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Vamos mesmo.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
Casa da
That's the
Colina.
Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Bem, com isso concluímos o capítulo 2. Se inscrevam, curtam para que a gente possa continuar essa história. Agradeço a todos e até mais, pessoal.